comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. I'm not too sure whether it's the heat here or maybe it could be genetics. I'm not sure, but I seem to be losing a lot of fucking hair at the moment. It's pretty optimistic to say it's the heat, like I'm molting like a dog. Like I'm shedding my hair because my skull can't breathe. That is what balding people who are in denial say. It's the heat. It's definitely not the fucking heat, but it seems to be fucking speeding up. I'll be sitting there at the desk and I'll rub my head and I'll look down and there's like 9 of my fucking hairs and a few chest hairs too. And this is how you know you're going bald for sure. I pick up one of the hairs and I look at the hair and I examine it. I want to see what's going on with this goddamn hair. And it's very thin. It almost has no texture at all. And I pull it up to my eye. And you know when you have nice, healthy, strong hair, it has that white thing at the end. I think it's a cell. I think it's a hair cell. I don't know. Pluck one of your nose hairs out and look at the end of that. It's strong, healthy hair, that nose hair. But I examine the hair that's on the desk. I fucking look at it. And where that white thing is meant to be, where that strong, healthy cell, white fucking cell, whatever it is, there's a tiny, just the tiniest little version of that thing. Like it's almost imperceptible to the human eye. I have to get it real close. And I'm like, oh no, there's still that white thing on there. There's still hope. There's no hope. They are suicide hairs. They're just dropping out. There's nothing anchoring them into my skull anymore. They're in fucking free fall now. And they're following each other like fucking lemmings. And I'm not too sure what way I'm going to go with the whole thing. I haven't shaved my hair in a long time because there's still enough coverage to add shape to my head. Like, it does add shape. I have a little bit of a fucking fringe cranking. If someone was to glance at me, not for a long time, just a quick glance and look away, they would say maybe that guy has hair. But on closer inspection, it's very obvious my hair is a fucking ticking time bomb. It really is only a matter of time. And I don't mind going the shaved head. I do like having a shaved head. But you need to have the rig to match. If you're going full shaved, at my age anyway, you need to have a rig. And I just can't seem to get my rig past a certain point. It's like the ghosts of all the KFC buckets I've fucking eaten over the years are just lingering in my hips and a little bit in my belly. I mean, I'm in pretty good condition. I'm in some of the best condition I've ever been in my life, but it's still sloppy. And the amount of work and sacrifice I've put in for fucking 12 months now to get to this fucking sloppy stage, it's like, is it worth it? If I had hair, I wouldn't even fucking bother. If I had a full head of hair, I'd have tits. I would not give a shit. Thick hair, tits, hips, who gives a shit? I'd be back on the ice creams fucking immediately. So I don't know whether to shave it or just let the strands fly. You know, have that like real thin hair on top. You know, that real strandy, like greasy, coarse fucking hair, old hair. You know, just give the boys who are still there an opportunity to see it out. But that looks gross too. That probably looks gross even with a good rig. I just want to skip this stage. Fuck this stage. What I want is a white beard, a full white beard, a shaved head, and a neck tattoo. I'll probably get a neck tattoo when I'm older. Why not? What have I got to lose then? I'll change my whole fucking look. I'll just look like a biker. I reckon that's going to be my ultimate look. I reckon by the time I'm like 50, a grizzled old fucking 50-year-old, no hair, white beard, I reckon that's when I'm going to peak. That's going to be peak Boyle. This period's going to suck because I'm going to send out some fucking eyes and I'm not going to get any fucking eyes back. What is the female version of going bald? Everything else? Having a kid? Same thing, really. Oh, did I ever fucking tell you about one of my wife's friends or one of my kids' kindergarten friends' dads? I was in the car with him. He's an Afghani dude. And he pulls off his hat and he's like, see this? I got new hair. And I'm like, I didn't even know you were fucking bald. He's like, yeah, because I got new hair. And he's like, yeah, I went to Turkey last year and I got a hair transplant. Strand by strand. So they took it from the side of his hair and put it onto the top of his hair. And it cost $1 per hair. So it was like 3,000 hairs, I think it was. And you do that 2 times. So he did it twice. So that's 6,000 hairs that got changed over. And he's like, I can only do it one more time. You can only do 9,000. You can only do 9,000 hairs. Because if you take too many from the side, you start looking like you got fucking alopecia. So he was keen to get back. And he looked pretty good, to be honest with you. But then I saw him maybe a month or 2 months later. The hair was not going well. It was not doing well. It looked sick. It looked like it was just hanging in there. It looked like my hair. It looked like they were about to suicide. It looked like there was nothing anchoring them in. It looked like a strong wind might blow about $1,800 worth of hair off his head. I didn't want to say anything though. That's fucking heartbreaking. But that's an option too. I could get the old hair transplant. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think that's beyond my vanity. Although it would be a pretty boss move to walk in to an Indian hospital right now in the middle of a pandemic and just go, hey, can I speak to someone about a hair transplant? Just walking over bodies, taking up a bed of a COVID patient so I can get a fringe. Families are crying, doctors are pushing me out, telling me to leave. I'm like, can I at least get a fucking brochure? All right, I might shave it tomorrow. See where I'm at. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Another quiet Saturday night. I love doing the pod on Saturdays. No one gives a shit on Saturdays. So I can just fucking chill and talk about my balding despair. Anyway, that's it. Enjoy your weekend and I'll see you the fuck later.